Namaste.
Actually, I get confused with vegetarianism and spirituality. You need to be a vegetarian when you are pursuing a spiritual journey.
No, not necessarily. The food habits do not matter much, but ethics matter a lot in our vibration, our frequency. When we take the lives of beings who want to live, it amounts to murder. So murder is something which has high penalty. You see, so it's not the same when if a Sai Baba ate meat, for example. Sai Baba is famous to have eaten meat. But what happens is when there are some stories where a saint, a big master, was sitting under a tree in the forest, and he was very hungry, and he lit a fire, and he was sitting. That he was very hungry, and two birds were sitting on top, and the birds understood that this great master is hungry. So the male and female, the husband told his wife, "Hey, look here. There is this body. I have no particular reason for keeping this body. If I leave this body to this great master, it will benefit the earth. So I'm going to sacrifice my body for him." He came and jumped into the fire and died. So the master took out the body and ate it. Seeing this, the lady also jumped in because she thought that husband has gone, and I also would make good use of my body, because if this master eats it, it will be beneficial because he's a high master. And in the bargain, they both attain moksha, liberation. So she also sacrificed the body. Similarly, if a master chooses to eat the body of an animal, it immediately becomes liberated. But that's not the case with us. We have to participate in the karma. See, for example, this animal was supposed to live up to 20 years. Imagine it was murdered at the age 5. So we have to take the burden of its normal existence and life. That's why most of the masters, this you will understand when your energy level starts growing, where your vibratory plane changes. When even a small piece of animal part of animal comes in the body, you feel so uncomfortable. It's not that somebody has to tell you. So the frequency which you have cultivated, like even Nam Jap, if you chant, let's say Gayatri or Namah Shivaya for a long period of time, the small inputs into our body starts reflecting so deeply. We start feeling the shift immediately. Even if they don't tell you that this is the thing which you have consumed, you will know. Even today, if you consume milk, which is coming from torture, because the child is taken away, the mother cow never gets to see the child, and she's crying and crying. In fact, she's filled with sorrow. And that milk we are using, and that also when we put in our body, we will feel. That when you become sensitive, you feel most everything. So this is why it's said that avoid things which have violence behind it, murder behind it. I have never objected to anybody's personal habit, but I don't want to contribute to somebody's agony, somebody's distress. And also, if you look, most of the birds, the animals, they're very innocent. They respond to love, and they feel that, oh, somebody is feeding me, so they must be loving me. But they don't understand that they are feeding them to be murdered eventually. So they feel great betrayal of trust. And these kind of energies are going into the nature, which causes wars. The whole energy of the world is pretty chaotic. It has got anger, it has got confusion, fear, there is distress, injustice, so many different things which are not really good for stability. That's in the air. And then we are all children of vibration, right? We are all vibration inside and outside. So we also, you have seen now, some people react unnecessarily. Even if there is no situation, some people become very agitated, angry. And we wonder why these people are angry. And the reason is they're sucking into the vibration because inside them, there is something which responds to that vibration outside. And when we have no problem to take a child from a mother and kill the child without any remorse, we do that in the war fields also. How many children have died in war fields? How many mothers are crying? How many women and children are separated? Wars have separated them. That's all because our practicing ground is our abattoirs. We are getting trained there. That's why I'm saying that please change your lifestyle so that you can change your destiny. That's the only way. We have so many choices, but they don't have another life. An animal who's killed for its meat lost its life. We can choose some other things. Now, a usual argument is that plants also have life. Of course, they have life. But you see, you take a banana from a plant. That plant is not fully extinct. It can be recycled. It's got rebirth. It's got another life. Now, you take a mango or an apple from the tree. The tree is not dying. It produces another one because they are producing these things for the sake of reproduction. So they have no problem, and they are not worried who's eating this. It's not the same with a chicken or a pig or a cow. When they die, they lose their life. Their whole opportunity for experiencing earth is lost. So who is responsible? We all are responsible one way or the other, because nobody can deny or come out say I'm only eating the meat and I didn't murder them. Who paid? So when you pay, you are participating. That's why I'm a staunch advocate of vegan, just because the world needs a different frequency today. Not the unconscious frequency. So that's the thing. So earlier in the stories, you can see Agastya and Great Master, they all consumed meat, etc. But that liberated the being completely. It didn't take another birth. So there was a reciprocation for the favor. Now it is no reciprocation. We just go to toilet. That's it. You see?
If you resonate with what Mohanji is saying, if you are seeking clarity, guidance, or deeper connection, Mohanji goes live every Sunday for a transformational 2-hour Q&A session. He personally answers your questions. For more info and to register, scan the QR code on the screen.